we're going to be making Easter egg prints from potatoes. Let's get started. Okay, so here are some of the materials I started with today. So here we have some potatoes, and then I went through the bag of potatoes and I tried to find the potatoes that were most egg-shaped. It was awesome that I found some that were kind of different sizes, so that was really cool. I have paint here. I just showed you the paper that I also have, and I used two different knives. I have a small knife here I used to kind of cut out the design of the stamp, and I also used a big knife to cut the potatoes in half. I found that using the bigger knife made easier, more flatter cuts because they're stamps. We want the potato halves. Here we have the potato halves and we want them to be as flat as possible. So here my potatoes are now sliced in half. So now we can start cutting the design. So here I used my small knife and started to cut a design like a stripe. So it's kind of like an indent that I kind of cut out, and so you can see the indent on the side. So now I'm starting to do kind of a zigzag pattern and another zigzag pattern, another stripe on the bottom. So now you can see I have my stamp, and everywhere where there's an indent cut out, the paint won't stick to it. So now I'm doing kind of like a polka dot kind of robin's egg. So I'm just kind of using my knife to get the dots in there. And here's a bunch more designs. And a side note, this is all parent prep, of course. All the knife work is parent prep. And then afterwards, all the stamping is all the fun kid stuff. So So here's all of my egg designs. Got a bunch of stripes and zigzags and some polka dots. So there's some examples of some designs. And here I have the paper set up, the paint set up. I have my potato prints up above. And there's two different methods to kind of do this. I'll show you the first method. It's more of like fine motor skills. So I'm taking an individual color with a small paintbrush and I'm putting the paint directly onto like the part of the potato that I want it to be painted. So it's kind of a little more precise, more fine motor skills. And so there is the first potato print. How cool is that? I love it. It looks so much like an actual like Easter egg. And so that one's a little more precise. But then there's another method that will probably be best for younger toddlers as well. But it's just kind of using one color. So dipping the potato in just kind of a bunch of paint, not being too precise about it. Enough paint to get a nice good print there. And then kind of putting that on the paper, and that's a lot quicker, a lot easier. So the potato prints are great for little kids too because they're pretty easy to hold on to, and kind of just press down and get a really nice print. So there we have the spotted robin's egg. And so you can mix multiple colors. So now I'm kind of lightening up that same paint, mixing some multiple colors in there to get another print. So it's great. I mean, you can use these potatoes over and over. So you can also make cards. So I made some Easter cards as well. Just Easter art to cut out and make Easter decorations. The options are endless with what you can do with these painted Easter egg potato prints. And here I'm making a card. And here I'm testing out some of the other prints as well. It looks so cool. And here are all of the Easter eggs with their corresponding prints and what they look like. I love that they're not perfect. They're kind of abstract, you know, because the potato cuts weren't quite perfect, so the paint doesn't show up all the way, but I just love that. So that is what the prints look like with their corresponding potato stamps. And aren't those beautiful? They'd be beautiful kind of strung up on a garland. I just love it. And then there's a card. Happy Easter, you guys. Thanks so much for watching.